Khurshed Daruvala, Chairman, and Bikesh Ogra, the Non-Executive Director and Global CEO at Sterling and Wilson Solar, joining us this morning. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being with us. Congratulations on being the first listed company from the Shapoorji Pallonji Group in, I think it's over 150 years. You've raised over 3,000 crores from the primary markets. It's via the OFS. How are you intending to utilize the proceeds? Let's talk about that first.
So like we had mentioned earlier, that it's a pure OFS, and we've committed actually to pay back the intercorporate deposit that Sterling Wilson Solar is given non-solar. And once that happens, you'd find actually the solar company becoming nearly a debt-free company. So will be the utilization of the proceeds as we had committed in the RHP.
Okay, and tell us about the kind of response you've received from anchor investors. Who were some of the key investors in the issue?
So see, the anchor investor response was fantastic. Given the market conditions, the anchors stuck by us, and they believed in the company. And what you saw when the anchor list opened, so you had Nomura, you had Reliance, you had Fidelity, Schroders, Adya, Eastspring, etc. So the quality of anchor book was fantastic, and that really saw the institutional side oversubscribed.
Okay, Bikesh, tell us about the solar EPC market. Where do you stand in the global context, and what are the key projects that you've executed so far?
So when you talk about Sterling Wilson's positioning in the global EPC market, so we are ranked the #1 EPC player. Last year we were ranked the #1 EPC player. We are double the size of our next competition, which is based out of China. So that's our positioning in terms of the global space that we have. And in terms of the projects that we have executed, we just last April 2019 we just completed the world's largest solar EPC plant in Abu Dhabi, which was around 5,000 odd crores. And for us, the growth outlook is very, very bullish. The fact that we were there in 3 to 4 countries a couple of years back, to the fact that we are now present in almost 26 countries. The pipeline for us has grown from 30,000 crore last year, addressable pipeline, to almost 100,000 crore this year. And we are participating in some of very large projects, in Middle East, in Australia and the US. And for us, the growth outlook is, very, very promising and very encouraging.
Good to hear that. So just wanted to understand from both of you, if you could tell us about the total order book, what are the key orders in the pipeline, what kind of margins do you enjoy in your key business segments?
So when you talk about the order book, and I'll talk about the 31st March 2019 order book, we had around 3,900 crore worth of confirmed orders, and we had another 3,800 letters of intent. Now, as the year has gone by, in the last 3 to 4 months, we have converted all of these letter of intents into the orders booked. So effectively, as we are talking, we have around 7,800 crore worth of order book, today. And in terms of the revenue trajectory and the growth trajectory, we've seen our margins, hovering around, the gross margins hovering around 12 to 13%, in the historical years, and our EBIT margins hovering around 7.5 to 8%. That's how we've grown, over the last 2 to 3 years.
Just what Bikesh mentioned earlier, that we finished the largest plant in Abu Dhabi, which was about 2 months back. And now the size of jobs going in the global market, we've got 2 projects which we'll be quoting in the market, which are about 2.5 times the size of the Abu Dhabi project. So that's the scale at which the global opportunity is growing worldwide.
Okay. Khurshed, what percentage of stake was sold by you and the Shapoorji Group? What does the post-IPO shareholding structure look like?
We've, between Shapoorji and me, we've sold in the ratio in which we hold the shares, which is 2/3, 1/3. And we've sold a little less than 25%. So effectively, Shapoorji Pallonji holds just a little over 50% post-issue.
Sure. And Bikesh, talk to us about the earlier demerger process as well from Sterling and Wilson and how that panned out.
So the demerger process for the Sterling Wilson, solar happened in 2017 March, and we had 4 other companies in the erstwhile, which is there in the erstwhile Sterling and Wilson Private Limited, which was the MEP business, the mechanical electrical plumbing business, which was also the gas-based cogen business, the diesel generating business. That was a part of the Sterling Wilson group, and data center business and transmission distribution business. So they were all businesses which are there in the erstwhile Sterling Wilson group as such. And now we demerged in 2017 Sterling Wilson Solar to obviously to ride the growth of the business, which was there present in the global as well as Indian markets.
Okay, gentlemen, great to have you both on the show, and congratulations on the listing once again, even though it started off at a bit of a discount from its issue price.